So when in doubt, there are times I get a question and it's just too close to call when it comes to those answers. So I follow the following rule, and that is I play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Yeah, remember that game show? One of the things that kind of drove me crazy is, they had phone a friend. By the way, no, that you can't phone me during your exam. I'd like to phone Dale, please. One of the methods that they could use was, besides phoning a friend and audience participation, was the 50-50. And I hated the 50-50 when I saw contestants do that, because I would be sitting there going, it's either A or it's C. And when they did the 50-50, they always left A and C as the answers. I'm like, man, that didn't do me any good. So it's the same concept, is that you can play the 50-50 rule and go through and eliminate the things that you know are not true. In the previous example, we saw red hat. Hey, I know that's not true. I just narrowed it down to 3 different answers. Hey, I know what a black hat is. Maybe I'm not familiar enough with what a gray hat was. So I can narrow it down to at least 2 choices. Then I kick in my famous Sherlock Holmes method, which is eliminate all that is false, the red hat hacker, and anything else that's left over, no matter how strange or bizarre, it has to be true. Just make sure that you can justify. And that's actually how I study for my exams, is I'm studying sample questions. Again, I make sure I understand every single answer, because trust me, knowing what a black hat, even though black hat may not be the answer to this particular question, because of the fact that I've studied a black hat, when it comes up as a legitimate answer, I know what it is. So let's take an example, or look at an example. Here are my answers again. I've got a worm, a virus, rootkit, a Trojan horse. Everybody know what every single one of those does. You may be weak on a rootkit. A lot of people aren't that familiar, or a lot of people have problems with the difference between a worm and a virus. So let's see, a worm. A worm is something that comes into the system, wiggles its way in. A virus is kind of like a worm, but it propagates, right? A virus spreads. Worms don't spread between systems. A rootkit allows me to hide information or hide my hacking tools. A Trojan horse is a way for me to get in remotely or get back in remotely. Those are high-level versions of those subjects. And we'll talk about these. We'll make sure you learn those coming up. But now let's read the question. The question is what is a self-replicating piece of malware? See how easy this is? Which one is self-replicating? Yeah, a virus. So hopefully that helps you out.